You're listening to Weeknight Wizards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weeknight Wizards. I am your unfriendly neighborhood GM Anthony, and this is D&D 5e Isles of Hebria. I am joined by the full cast of characters who I will have introduce themselves. And we've been saying recently, don't introduce your characters because we're almost at episode 20. You shouldn't be listening to this now. You should know who's playing whom.
In fact, we determined to do the penultimate episode to 20.
To 20.
That is what 19 is. Very good. I realized in the moments before that I did not have a player question handy, so inspired by our idle chit-chat prior, players, when you introduce yourselves, can you also please give me your favorite movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And maybe a brief description of why.
Defend your bad takes.
Be prepared to defend your answer.
Hello. I will go first because I feel like I care the least about this. I am Gregory. I play Vera. I think my favorite Marvel movie is probably Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And I think it's my favorite because it's fun and it doesn't take itself too seriously. In fact, it doesn't take itself seriously, which I like. And it's got a fucking killer soundtrack. So.
Yeah, it slaps. Great choice.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm gonna go with an oldie and go with Blade because
Are not Marvel. Well, technically now it is MCU, isn't it?
it
Yeah.
is a Marvel. Well, Blade is Marvel, and it also has a killer soundtrack that was based.
I
partially
didn't
on
say
Greg.
Marvel movie. I said Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Just-
always calling you on shit.
But
They just
technically,
changed the name.
no, it's because Marvel Cinematic Universes, they all share a universe, whereas the other movies are not in the same universe. But technically, having just seen Deadpool vs. Wolverine, there are some nods to some other movies that technically then could be considered MCU.
Fine, Morbius. And my turn.
That's the worst take, actually.
Also
Just kidding,
not in
just
the
kidding.
MCU, Nick.
Damn it. Honestly, I think the first Iron Man was really cool. I think it did start off a great start to the MCU, and Robert Downey he is Tony Stark. It was really cool to see that finally come to light. Unless Logan
yeah.
counts, but I don't think Logan's in
It
the
doesn't.
MCU. Yeah. Okay.
Again, technically, it's the same way. It's the same
A lot
way.
of these movies.
Well, okay, but here's the thing: like, if Into the Spider-Verse, not an MCU, except
so
in Into the Spider-Verse 2, Across the Spider-Verse, they do show that the Spider-Man. What's the last one? They're all home, so I don't remember. There's
No Way
Homecoming,
Home?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, okay. Terrible naming convention.
Get
But
confused every time.
But there is a scene in that where they show all the Spider-Mans across the Spider-Verse, and they show those pictures. So technically, it is in the multiverse of the MCU. And since they've broken all rules and have a multiverse thing, now technically it is all part of the MCU. So that's
So Blade was an answer.
I was saying Blade is an answer, but Spider-Man technically confirmed it with that. But
Not an answer that I will accept.
yeah.
Thank you.
Fair.
You could
I think-
wait 6 to 12 months, and I think there is a new Blade coming out that is in MCU.
Yeah, with
That's-
Master Shala Ali.
Okay,
It's-
Future
it's been-
Blade is my favorite MCU movie.
Just betting it all on betting on black.
The one that hasn't come out yet.
Yep.
There are some good ones. I mean, the problem is I also probably would have gone with I'm Michael, by the way, and I will not
Hi,
tell you who I'm
Michael.
playing. But I would have probably picked Iron Man or that. But I mean, I will say, like well, at least the first and last last two Avengers movies. I was like, and I'll go with the first Avengers because it's like that really did something that we'd never seen before. It's just a good movie. And it made Thor watchable.
The first Thor
Debatable.
wasn't that.
First Thor is no. Go back and watch it. It is.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the second one, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
My name is Joe. I'm also gonna cheat a little bit. Can I say the first half of WandaVision?
Oh, the first half of WandaVision is very good.
It's
That's
really
fair.
good. The back half is also good. It's just less good.
Yeah, it's different. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah, first half of WandaVision because it was
You shot
different.
the viewers could not see how I scrunched my nose when he said this is going to be another weird answer.
Really
Big
rankled.
Hero 6 counts here, guys. Let's be real.
Does it?
It's Marvel.
It's not.
It's not Marvel. It's
MCU
Disney.
though.
But yeah,
The
Disney
logic
is
holds
Marvel.
up that it's a part of the cinematic universe.
I
Oh,
don't
Nick.
actually. That's
think
probably the
it-
bigger stretch. That's like Incredibles is not MCU. Like, come on.
This podcast with no listeners is unlistenable.
Nick, can you tell us why your favorite MCU movie is the Dark Knight?
Actually, it's the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
There is a worse take, and we got there. Wow.
Actually, it's the Zack Snyder cut of The Dark Knight Rises. He went back with
And
a
cut
movie
it
that
himself.
wasn't his.
Yeah.
and cut his.
Yeah, I don't even know this. That there's a Zack Snyder cut of Morbius. So
Incredible.
They say it's Morbid time for real.
Isn't there a sequel coming out of Morbius?
There can't
I don't
be.
think so.
Gotta
There
be
can
for
be.
the memes. It can be.
He's got a cult, man.
Well, but the funny thing was, yeah, but the cult didn't go see the movie.
You're
The funny thing was, they brought it back because of all the memes, and it still made no money.
Yep.
They're like, it's popular. Let's put it in theaters. People will go see it, and nobody went
And
to
they
see
failed
it the
again.
second
Yep.
time.
A+ work.
Extremely funny.
Also, apparently the Spider-Man one, Madame Web,
Oh, it's also supposed to be
is
extremely
really
bad.
also
bad
just it's like Morbius but less funny.
It's a shit show with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I heard they do a lot of CPR one-handed, even though they're supposed to be EMTs.
I've heard literally nothing good about that film.
Anthony, did you
you're
share
up.
yours? Yeah.
No.
I have not. Usually
who the
somebody
fuck
asks
are
me
you?
mine. Hi, I'm Anthony. I play everybody else, and as we discussed prior to the beginning of this stream, I've seen almost everything in the MCU, which is why I know exactly what's in the MCU. Nick. My favorite is probably Thor Ragnarok. It's
Hmm.
It's a good one.
it's the one that my wife and I just like quote incessantly to one another. It's just a really fun movie that was preceded by and followed by some really terrible movies.
Is that the one where the rock guy's introduced?
Yes.
Yeah, he's made of rocks.
Because I
Kinda
really
weird.
like that character.
Well, it's
Taika
also-
Waititi's self-insert
Taika
character.
Waititi, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
That's the director too. Yeah, great.
It's a circle, but like a freaky circle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Again, when
now
it
we're
takes
gonna play the
itself not
game.
Seriously, good.
Yeah. Who can tell us what happened last time? In a brief manner, perhaps.
One
told
I ran extremely fast. Sorry. go.
I told the dragon a bad joke and it fell over laughing. Then we curb stomped it.
Yeah, it's basically true. We
That's
embarrassed the dragon into giving up, and then
Joe, that's a pretty good elevator pitch.
You can. It's okay. You can just say you emasculated the dragon. And like that's pretty much all that. That's all that happened.
very true. We did get the mask, and
Mhm.
also took swords from some corpses, some magical swords,
It's a little grave robbing.
and yeah, did some light grave robbing, and also got whatever's in those treasure chests, which I'm sure we wrote down.
Yep.
And also, One Eye took his silver pot that makes food taste better, and
Cauldron.
we are still slow, but we leveled up and made our way back to the start of the dungeon.
Yes.
Question:
Answer.
even though we leveled up, do we get a refresh or we have to sleep?
You have to sleep.
Okay.
You have your level up bonuses, but you are still at the health that you were at the
When
end
I
of the
leveled
battle.
up, it brought me to max hit points.
Well, that's why I keep mine on my token.
I thought we decided that we weren't doing like video game level up full health.
Yeah,
rules.
no, it is. It
No,
is
we
the
did,
better
but
thing
I'm
to
just
do.
saying the character mancer did it for
Right.
me. I don't.
Let's
think
be
I was
real.
that
Did you
low,
get
but-
hurt?
No, I don't think I did actually.
I think you're fine, Nick.
I'm kind of guessing at my hit points, but if
You
we,
didn't get hit either.
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Yeah.
If we gained a spell slot, we would have that spell slot, right? Even if we were at 0.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Yep.
you'd have the spell slot, but not the prepared spell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but if you're
Bards are
yeah,
don't have to.
I was like,
Then-
get fucked, wizards, but then
Yeah, I am down a rage and a key. So
Wizards get to get their spells back on short rests though. So or
I'm out of all
half
rage.
of them.
I am kicking myself because in the interim between our last session and now, I know there was something that I wanted you guys to get in the chests that were in the
Mm.
final room here.
You just thought you'd have more time.
For the life of me, I cannot remember what it is.
Must not be
It's a rapier that extends to a whip, so I don't have to. So I can use
Oh,
one-handed.
like it's a what was it?
It's a-
in
it's a
Soul
razor.
Calibur?
it's a razor. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a razor.
Immediate
shooter.
thought.
No, it's the soul. It's the Soul Calibur one.
Yeah.
It's a
I want the
Nox
I want the
or
outfit
whatever.
to go with it.
Is that
Uh,
Yoshimitsu's blade?
No, it's Ivy.
No, it's
No,
Ivy.
yeah,
Oh, it's
Ivy.
Ivy. You're right.
I think it's called a sword tail in that game.
In
I got a bunch,
Total
like a bunch
razor in
of
this game.
junk on the Soul Calibur wiki, and I just see Viper, Edge, Dream Blade, RLI, Kaleidoscope Soul.
Well,
I'm
here's
like,
the
that's
thing,
not the
Michael.
name.
I just googled sword tail. Turns out it's a fish. And then I removed the space between sword and tail. Still a fish. So basically, the ideal weapon is a fish.
I would use a fish.
Yeah.
At high level, that was you play a game like Monster Hunter. There's always the high level joke weapon, which is like a frozen tuna.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, be prepared in the future. If I do remember it, I am reserving the right to
Sorry.
retcon that you got
Okay,
something
you're good.
else in the that final chamber. I don't know why you guys would fight me on that. It would be a good thing to get extra
Yeah,
stuff.
sounds good to me.
Mhm. Yes.
So your team did use, I believe you used the altar at the base of the dungeon to Elden Ring style return to the start of the dungeon. You are still afflicted by the slow curse, but you are in the top level of the dungeon. Excuse me. And you are still at the HP when you finish the battle. Now you have the mask in your possession. Who has the mask?
I do,
Great.
and I think Vera has the other one.
I do.
That's what they tell me.
That'd be good to split them up between us, so just in case.
What happens when you guys have 5 masks?
You gotta break it into 5 pieces.
I've got extra pockets.
Quinn takes 2. Do these masks do anything like in day to day? Like if I like
Probably have to attune and wear it, right? Anthony.
Are you asking me this question, or is
I am
is
asking you.
Quinn wondering this?
I am asking you.
Quinn screams to the gods.
Maybe we should
Oh,
call
Do anything.
Maybe we should
Make
call
an
the-
Arcana check.
the Dampier.
I took detect magic instead of identify.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Do we? Wait, that is a question. Do we still have a sending stone directly to what's his name, the
You
Dampier?
do.
Oh shit! He should not let us keep this.
Vadric. Is it
Vadric, yeah.
Vadric? It's
It
Vadric.
is
it.
Vadric.
I got a 9.
It's a mask. It's magical.
Maybe the child will know.
That's true.
It's possible.
Sevi.
Or, I mean, even Iron Shell. He might know.
You might know.
Pelor might know. I'll tell you. since
God knows.
you've had a mask in your possession for I don't know how many sessions. Yes. Attuning to one of the masks does have in-game benefits that you have absolutely neglected to use with the mask that is currently in your possession.
Awesome.
How many maps are inside it if we break it?
It's actually
Are
full
you
of
asking?
sex
Are you
scenes.
asking your group or are you asking
Manny
God?
screams it to the gods.
And the gods do not answer.
Guess we'll just have to find out. Snaps it over his knee. Everything is like a map pinata in this world.
Yeah, you go to snap it over your knee, and it snaps to your face, and it like
Jim
you
Carrey
roll
master
around
style.
in a cartoonish way, and your face turns green.
The worst attunement.
That's it. That's all that happens is your face turns green.
Yeah, no additional powers, nothing.
There'd be an orc in there who'd be really pissed off.
I should have taken Identify.
Sorry.
While
Nice.
we're sitting around, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. What are you looking for, Joe?
General magic. The presence within 30 feet of me.
All-purpose magic.
You have two intensely powerful magical objects in your possession.
My sword's magic.
I also have 2 magic swords, I believe now.
It lasts for 10 minutes. It was more for when we proceed into the next part of the dungeon.
You have 2 intensely magical objects in your possession, as well as 3 magical blades in your possession as a party.
And Vera herself is
Also, Vera is
magic.
there.
Quite magical.
Also, Manny has a faint glow, just based on the blessing that he was given by
The Capadra.
the Capadra.
Does our curse show up? Our slowness curse?
Or curse.
Very, very faintly, yes. It's
Okay.
not a curse; it's just a curse.
As the Gen Z would say, we need to lose some aura.
I wish you hadn't said that.
You can just
I
kill
don't
me.
even
Kill,
know-
kill
I don't
Manny
even-
on the spot.
I don't even know what that means.
God did not answer you before, Manny, but he does strike you down now. What would you like to do?
Well, guys, I think we should probably get out of here.
Well, do we want to go straight to
Aren't we here to find your people's eggs?
Well, we do. No. We have to get out of here, but we can
No.
go to the castle through this door.
We've only got 2 exits here. We've got to the north, which is to the castle, down to the dungeon, and then back to the Colosseum.
Well,
The
yeah.
eggs are clearly not here.
We think
Maybe
that
in the
eggs are in the palace, right?
Or at least maybe information about them.
I remember there being a time limit on getting these eggs. That
eggs
you were
spoil.
very worried about.
Well, of course, they're the younglings. You just want them to be smashed and cooked and eaten?
No, I'm saying we go to the palace.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will bring you all to the palace, which is here.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess
buddy.
technically I'm saying that you said we should go to the palace. Quinn is
I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
less
okay.
enthused
And this-
about it.
still got all the pieces set up from last time. Get all these
I don't
turtles
think that
out
was
of
brought
here.
over.
Fun fact: my health was basically the same as the other map.
Nice.
You
And
drag
I was
yourself
also out of rage.
So you come through the secret passageway. Vera, if you want to bring your character token onto the map, thank you. You come out of the passageway into this ornate sitting room with one of the largest, most elaborate rugs that you've ever seen in your life. There's a very grand staircase at the other end of the room, and fine works of art adorn the walls around you. As Manny and Wanai could tell you, there is a passageway that leads to the main hall
Mhm.
here. There's throne at the end of that room, as well as 4 guards in attendance.
I did peek upstairs as well when we
Yes,
were here
that's right.
last.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quinn is gonna
Can't see that
write.
right now.
Quinn's gonna write down in his notebooks. Find fence for fancy rugs? Question mark.
I was actually going to ask, like, how much do we think this elaborate rug is?
Like a fence, like find
Like-
find a fence, like to sell
Yes.
them.
I was going to say, how much do we think this rug might be worth, Anthony? Can I do a check of sorts?
I think that, yeah, why don't you make an appraisal check?
That is not an actual thing.
Oh gosh, you're right.
I know,
Make
it should be.
an intelligence skill.
Okay, maybe a investigation. Can I investigate the rug?
Sure.
Or a history, if you think that makes more sense.
They're
both bad.
Either works.
I did bad.
I got a
7.
13.
This rug is probably worth a fortune. Like, I'm not gonna put a figure to it, but like this is probably worth a lot of gold. But as you can see, it is like almost 20 feet wide at its shortest length. It is absolutely enormous.
Well, I'm just saying we are gonna need.
I actually was thinking if we got the eggs, we could wrap them
We
up
need
in
to-
the rug and walk directly out of here and just say we're working because it worked great
Look, guys,
before.
Yes. Yep.
that.
The guards
are-
don't seem to care about the day laborers.
We're on the same page, Manny.
We all high five.
We do need to find these things
Eggs
first.
first.
Juana,
As we
what
walk
did you
over the
see?
rug, I just want to say as we walk over the rug, I want to kind of I would feel with my feet, just feel if there's any like potentially like trapdoor underneath it, just in case. I don't want to move the rug yet, but I'm just like feeling around for it.
Yeah. Why don't you make a perception check?
A 12.
Sure. This feels like pretty uniform flagstone floor.
Juana, what did you say was upstairs again?
If I recall correctly, there were several guards up there, and I didn't proceed into the space. I just
Oh, and there's a door on this far side too.
I peeked up there, saw guards, and then left. So it was just another room with well adorned guards.
Well, it's probably the best place to start is going up.
Can I listen at this door? I'm like, are there people milling around out here, or is it just like an empty room with guards?
That's the throne room.
Why don't you make a perception check, Joe?
I had like a Bugs Bunny-esque thought of you
19.
like sticking your ear through the keyhole.
That's very good, Michael. I think that at this point it's probably late afternoon, early evening. There is nobody else in the main hall. It's just the 4 guards who are making. I think with a 19, you can kind of pick up that they're making indistinct small talk with one another.
Okay. Let's go upstairs then.
Someone sneakier than I should.
Yeah, I'll sneak ahead and see.
Do you want us to drag to here, Anthony, as well?
Please.
It's be hard to keep track of our life totals across all of these, but
Yeah, I apologize.
yeah, you should feel so sorry
so-
during this preparation.
You guys, I'm so sorry. The room at the top here, you can see that there is a second staircase leading down to the other side of the palace. You can see that there is another incredibly, just fantastically ornate rug. And there are 4 Praetorian guards standing in a line here. And I think from your vantage, unless you peek out any further, that is what you can see.
Quinn is gonna underline find a rug guy.
To be fair, there have been a lot of rugs in this campaign.
I know.
I will tell you why, Greg. It's because the map generator or the map maker that I use has some pretty good assets for rugs.
Yeah.
And in a top-down view, like I can't show you art on the walls, but I can show you art on the floors.
Yeah.
How like well lit is this room? Like, is there stuff in here that's not being shown on the map that I could like feasibly sneak to the other side?
The room is fairly well lit. There are sconces at pretty regular spots along the walls. You'll recall from the lower level that I showed like where the columns were along the grand hall. There are no columns here. This is just a large hall.
Okay, and they're just
There's, there's
are
nothing to
they
hide behind.
are they like facing the stairs, or are they kind of like milling around, talking to each other?
That is a good question. They are all four of them are facing that direction, yes.
Okay, I forgot I'm slow.
Yeah.
You are having exited the dungeon. You are all returned to normal speed.
Oh.
Good to know.
I think you noticed it lessen as you were moving through the passageway between the dungeon and the palace. And once you passed the threshold, it was completely gone.
Doesn't look like we might be able to get through this without confronting some guards. Do we regroup? Bring back? I don't know. I'm not afraid of these guys, but is this the path that we're taking?
I'm gonna try.
I'm just wondering because, like, so I mean, because obviously I think it'd load different maps, but I'm just thinking about like there was on the far side. This will lead down to assuming we can assume the other side of the floor below, which we saw there was a door also in the throne room. Hmm. Yeah, it's just hard because I mean, if we want to explore, I think we're gonna have to fight some guards.
I have some idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm just checking. I'm checking distances. Damn, minor
Same.
illusion's only 30 feet. Okay.
And all
You got
need to do
dark.
is
You got
put up a
darkness.
wall
No.
30 feet away from.
Okay, I'm gonna use mage hand to knock the sconce right here down onto the carpet.
That's one thing I've actually never thought about. Does Mage Hand have a visible? Like, can you see it, or is it invisible?
Well, that's a good question.
I've never thought about it until right now, when it's least convenient for Joe to ask that question.
Yeah, same.
It doesn't say.
Right.
It doesn't.
I have a vague recollection of Arcane Trickster being able to make it invisible.
A
I mean,
spectral
it's
hand
spectral,
is
so it's-
invisible.
It's not.
I
It's
would
not super
interpret
obvious, but
I would interpret spectral hand as visible.
Yeah, I would say it is visible only because
It's a spectral, yeah.
Arcane Rogue can make it invisible as like a class feature. Okay, maybe that won't work then.
Well, you could do it. You could just have to do a sleight of hand, right?
Oh, that's true. I could do like maybe a stealth roll or something.
Yeah.
To,
Sorry, I didn't mean. I was not trying to like know you, but I'm just as I thought about. I was like, can you see it? Like, now
Yeah.
we know.
it does say it appears within range, and so
Yeah.
spectral hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and like knock down a sconce still.
Yeah. Let me set a stealth DC here. Roll stealth, and then roll, and then you can do it.
It does have verbal components too, so
You have to whisper.
If you want to take that into account, I do have to whisper.
Okay.
Stealth.
I'll warn you that it is high.
25.
Oh my god.
Not that high.
That is exactly what my check was. Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are able to conjure your mage hand in a non-visible way.
I think it is visible, but he's just like moving it like
Are you
along
ready?
the ceiling, like where it's like darker,
Yeah.
and then
Like
down.
scuttling around like the tables and like
Yeah.
ducking behind things.
And then he's gonna knock a sconce down, with the
Okay.
intention of lighting this rug on fire.
Ooh.
Wow.
This priceless rug.
Yeah.
I hope one of the guards will shout out the value of the rug when it happens.
No, our 10,000 gold rug.
Well, it's not theirs. They're just guards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
so-
mean, they should know the value of what they're protecting, right?
This guard will run up, and he'll start trying to like. He's not really sure what to do. I think he tries to stamp it out.
I just want to say, can you imagine you are there with 3 of your coworkers and something starts on fire and only one of you rushes up? I would be so angry at my coworkers for not assisting to put out the fire in the room.
Hey, work smarter, not harder.
Here's the thing, Michael. You don't know the workplace relationship between these 4
True.
guards.
It's true. It seems strained
This might
from
be
what
the
I can
new
tell.
guy. They may have just these 3 guards might be sleeping with this one's wife. We don't know. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. All we know is that this one steps forward at haste and stamps it out into the rug, which not the best idea for rug preservation. But yes, he does do that.
Well,
Not actually, but Vera from the out from the hallway's like, no, you have to piss on it. But not actually, just for the bit.
Human fire hose.
Mm.
can I then use minor illusion to make it look like the fire's not going out?
Ooh. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Good.
I will do that.
Okay.
And I'll knock another
I
sconce
think
over.
that this guard.
They're distracted by the fire. They didn't see the mage hand this time. He doesn't have to do it stealthily.
Right. I think that he calls this guard over, and they both try to like stamp this one out, and then where's the sconce that you are, the second sconce you're knocking over?
Probably like this one.
Okay, so then this guard will rush up here to guard. I'm gonna have. Is this the order that you guys are in over here?
I don't know how
Well-
many people are actually at the top of the stairs with me.
I'll be alongside him.
Well, yeah, I would have let the stealthier ones
Shoot,
go.
I'm inside of Vera. Okay, I'm free.
Because I was actually gonna be where Vera is standing. Because I was gonna try and like run here.
I feel like typically at this point, Manny and I are standing in front.
Anthony, what are the odds of us that we could just go and roll them up in the rug comically? What DC is that?
About as likely as
Yeah.
strong arming a dragon.
We're gonna Quinn will duck down behind him. We'll tabletop them and then just roll up the rug.
Michael, I can't tell you what the DC is, but I'll tell you it's not 0.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Come on,
gotta
we're gonna kill them
stop.
anyways. You might as well.
I'm going to ask that the 2 party members who are at the top of the stairs, or like at the front of the order, make a stealth check, because now there are 3 guards who are, they're focused on this
area.
task here, but they're also like kind of looking around, wondering why these sconces fell.
17.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
get ready
27.
get ready to fight.
You guys are both very hidden.
Oh, Greg.
Well,
Greg.
I'm like scouting
That's-
ahead. Like,
That's true.
I don't know
who's
if
the
the-
top? Who's the top two? Is it me and
I figured it was you and I,
they both?
Vera, but
That's what I thought.
Quinn's like doing stuff, so he's.
Oh
Also
yeah, yeah. No, I am proudly walking into the.
You just gotta pretend
We're
you're a
in
rug
the
preservation
double
expert and start berating these
Right.
cards.
Yeah.
quick petrify him.
Hey, hey, can carry no statue out.
So Quinn, are you here or are you moving along the
I-
wall?
people moved where my token was.
Yeah,
I
I'll
can
back.
move.
I
can move
was at the
back,
top
yeah.
of the stairs, and I was wanting to be where Vera's token is.
That was
Because I was gonna peek down this hallway and like move down.
I just
this
put
And
my
I
hallway.
token
figure
wherever it
I've
was
been up
open.
here before, so I was kind of leading or helping.
Well, I'd say I'm fine to retcon if we are okay saying it was Quinn and Wanai at the top, and then Quinn makes a break for it.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
just dragged my token over to wherever. So I didn't.
Yeah, I was trying to scout ahead to like see what is down here.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me reveal some areas.
Oh, I thought that was the end of the room.
It's not.
Whoa.
There's another
Look at that.
rug.
Oh, good.
More
Oh.
room, more rug.
So handsome.
Yeah, how is he reacting to this fire?
So at the end of this room, you see more rug as well as Silver Fox Maxarium Cyphus.
That is the evil one, right?
Yeah, the governor.
The governor.
Not the
The one that-
emperor. Okay.
He's the one that took the eggs, isn't he?
Yes.
We think.
Or at least that's what
It was
we were-
implied.
that's who we were told took the
That's
eggs.
what you have been led to believe.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
By Pelor, famed liar.
I will tell you that he is not looking this direction. This wall here has a series of windows, and he is looking out more this direction.
All right. Do I see him as well now that it's been revealed?
Yeah. Now that you're not just
Weird.
peeking up over the
Sure.
the top of the stairs, you can see the room in its entirety.
Here's a real question: do we have to come back to this continent? Because we can just fuck up this governor and run the hell away, right?
I mean, kinda.
Yes.
I was gonna.
Why?
Should we go back downstairs and like figure out a plan?
I mean, now that we know this,
The whole fire stuff's gonna go away by then. I would.
Yeah, but
I feel like
I'm
they put it out. We'll see.
kind of okay with that. Like that. The only reason was so I could look and see the rest of the room.
Did we see any eggs or things that could hold an egg in this room, Anthony?
Ooh, that would be a perception check on the players with the visibility.
17.
14.
You did not see
A carton.
any visible egg cartons.
I honestly think that when seeing him would sort of begin to lose his cool.
I would believe that, Nick.
Being that's who I was told took them.
Yeah.
When it's not time to go backwards, it's time to go forwards. He stole them. We can't let him leave here
Humanity.
until
just
we
wanna
learn.
I just want to say I'm out of rage for today, so just want to bring that out there. But I got your back.
Quinn is gonna go. Well, Wanai, I think you gotta do what you gotta do. And just make sure that you don't stop until you get to him. And I'm gonna give you the help action.
Here it is. I brought you something. It's the help action.
Well, it's in my mind, me sharing my plan or like the plan with him is how I'm helping.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
He's pretty far.
yeah.
You have
I
40
moved
40 feet
I
though,
moved
right?
40. Yeah.
Here's the thing: I could get there and then horn attack him,
I
but
was gonna
that's
put
kind
that-
of aggressive.
I just want to. I don't want him to escape.
I mean, you could get to him and threaten him.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we're not in combat yet, so like you can
Yeah.
move up in one turn and then like use him as leverage.
Yep. I am going to bonus action, fly into a rage. I am going to use my action as a move action and double move.
Zip.
You.
Well, technically,
Regardless,
yeah.
shield.
As I say, how does this? Because if this is technically a surprise round, you don't get all your actions, do you?
Dude, I think
No, you get one action during a surprise round.
Yeah, I used my action as a movement, and I
You
now
can
get
move.
to use move.
The point is, you don't get a.
In a surprise round, you don't get move do. You just get one or the other.
Sorry,
I
I'm rules lawyering us out
really?
of the fun things. Yeah, it is kind of shitty. But I'd say up to Anthony how we do it. But like, since we're not in combat, technically we're not even bound by the combat rules. Is my only point. Up to Anthony.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't even have to. I'm just gonna go to him. I'm not even gonna
Sure.
use anything. But I'm going to fly into a rage and move to him.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, and you go to this side of him.
Yes.
Okay.
To prevent him from going down the stairs on the other side.
Sure.
That was my thought.
Okay. So you approach this the governor of Nibelus, and he still has his back turned, and I'm gonna say that this rug is plush enough that even your approach is fairly well masked to somebody who's not directly paying attention to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you get right up behind him, and you can see that he is he's probably in his late 60s, early 70s. He's not like a fighter in any regard. He's a pretty well-aged man. His robes are
Fragile.
ornate, and he bless the gods, he's got a full head of hair.
I'm also seeing in quick googling, surprised is something that the enemies, like the people who are surprised, is something that they gain, and they can't take any actions. I don't see anything about one. It's not really in the rules.
Yeah, I think surprise round might be.
Surprise
Okay.
rounds are
2.5.
in the rules.
Okay.
But it's the people who are surprised can't take any actions on the first turn of combat.
I see.
Or actions or reactions. I don't see anything that limits what player characters can do, or what enemies could do if they surprise player characters. This is something that works both ways.
Got it.
Interesting.
Okay, so when you are right there next to the governor of this city. What are the rest of you hanging back?
I would be moving too. I mean, I'm like, you gotta back up my bro.
Yeah, I would also move to probably like this corner.
Okay. Do we want to keep the same initiative as previously?
I'd find re-rolling.
I'd be okay re-rolling.
Yeah,
It's
I like
not on
re-rolling
this map.
initiatives.
So
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
Don't forget to select your token.
24.
4.
12. You don't have proficiency to initiative, right? That's probably a.
I think it's a feat, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I think. It sounds like a feat.
And I think you just get 1 to initiative. Or something like that.
you gain advantage. Well, something gives you advantage to initiative.
Boy, 4 on Manai. So I'm gonna move the order around so that Wanai is going to get the next action,
Sure.
and then it will be Quinn. So Wanai, you are close to the governor.
Yep.
And the guards have not noticed your approach. They are occupied. I'm actually gonna move this one up here because they're still kind of like working on stuff with this rug. And then the two of you are back here, Vera and Wenai. I'm sorry, Vera and Manny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, if they're sneaking, maybe Manny would hold back while there's still a distraction. Just
Yeah,
not
that's what I was
cause. Yeah. So then, yes,
Okay.
I drew some cool flames, so that we know.
I saw that. I love it. Wenai, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hold my weapon to him. I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna, if he doesn't know I'm there, it's going behind his head, around his neck. Tide collar is. I'm not attacking him though. I'm gonna say, tell your guards to drop their weapons and shields.
Probably should have covered our faces before we did this, shouldn't we?
Hard to say, you know.
If we kill them all, who's gonna care?
Oh, guards, this is you can go.
No, they're not going. They're staying and dropping their weapons.
Mhm.
Oh, belay that. Guards, drop your weapons, but don't move.
Where are the eggs?
Stay in the fire. I'd say Manny would actually collect their swords.
Oh, okay.
He steps out.
Guards, where are the eggs?
I'm not asking the guards, you numbskull.
What that wasn't clear. He looks down and kind of like looks back at the blade, kind of sees a turtle hand. Can I help you? Do I know you?
I know the eggs were taken. I was told by you. I'd like to know where they are.
If you could clarify.
The turtle eggs, you fool.
Ah. Maybe it would be best if we start over. Maybe put the swords down.
Quinn's gonna come up and jam his gun in this guy's
Talk.
face. We didn't come here to fuck.
Let me rephrase. Put the swords and the guns down. Maybe we can just talk like civilized people.
Civilized people would tell us where this goddamn eggs are. Tell us
Again,
where they are.
I'm not going to attack, but that's probably all I can do at this point, But I'm gonna hold him. If
He
you
is
want me
not
to,
moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna secure his hands and hold my weapon to his throat.
Okay. Quinn, you've taken your action to move up and push a gun in his face.
I'm going to attempt to intimidate.
Okay.
I'm not the most charismatic of characters. I should have intimidated. That would have been smart.
18.
Why do you keep rolling the number that I put my finger on my DC pad?
I got jack of all trades at this level.
No, but you are meets it beatsing it every time I set a check for you.
That's this guy. That's how it works. Nice got a smile on him.
You have he is intimidated. Manny, Vera, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, again, I collect the weapons and be like,
Okay. You have four halberds.
I'm not trying to wield them all. I just want the guard. I'm moving
One
away
from
from the
every
guards.
hoof.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can wield them all.
You
Watch me.
Tape them together. Yeah.
I put two in my horns, two in each hand.
Honestly, Vera feels that not that this is quote unquote under control, but that like things are poised and doesn't want to come out unless she feels like she needed to, in case somebody tries to run down the stairs she's on or whatever. So she's gonna hang back until something. I think the three of them have got this under.
Sure. We'll go back to Wenai then.
As my compatriot requested, I will also intimidate. I suppose at this point, I mean, I should.
I don't know if you can intimidate him further than he
More.
already is with a gun in his face. And
The turtle eggs were
chose-
taken by your people, and you are the mayor of this town. It's happening in your town. Where are they?
That is pretty incriminating.
You forced
Of
Palor to kill and fight his own people.
That does sound like something I would do.
So obviously, you had leverage, and that leverage was the stolen eggs.
May I return to my original request? Can we put the weapons down? Can we talk?
No. I begin to put much more pressure on him.
Nothing's stopping you from talking right now.
Well, I'd just like to know exactly who it is I'm dealing with.
None of your business. And I slice his Achilles tendon.
Oh!
I was close to doing something similar.
Yep.
we are not being taken
uh,
seriously.
No, we are not, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay. So you do that, and that removes the blade from around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he drops to one knee and cries out in pain at this.
Put my hand
Pretty
over his
grievous
mouth as he
wound.
cries out to.
Oh. Why did you do that? Ouch!
This is not a game, little man.
Yes, I can tell it's not a game. And they stand up and their features sort of start to reconfigure a little bit. The hair extends and darkens into a darker shade, shifting all the way from white to black, and their posture straightens, and their clothes sort of like shift a little bit and start to hug their figure in a different way.
I'd like to use my extra attack to stab him in the chest.
What? Wait,
no.
what?
I think. Okay.
I would attempt to stop Whiny from like. Whiny, hang on just a sec now. There's some more information coming to light.
Or more danger. Are you kidding?
No, because here's the
we
thing.
can come to that when we come to it. This is clearly not the man we're looking for.
Yeah, I think Manny turns is like, oh, he's probably got extra security because all the hubbub around the Emperor.
Actually, I guess can I take a Arcana check to see what is happening?
You can. I'd like to be able to select the token.
Are you on the right layer?
I am. There it is. Okay. I'm going to bring that to the token layer.
Haven't we seen one of these before?
You have.
Shape change? Oh.
Yeah, we have seen this before.
You have. As she rises to her full height, she turns to face you, and you would recognize the Capadra from the first dungeon.
The same one?
Well, very similar, if not the same one.
Not all
I don't remember
the same. Michael.
I don't remember if everybody
Did you recognize her?
went to that chamber. Was it just you, Manny? Or
I
did
think most of
everybody-
them stayed out because like this seems like a bad idea, and Manny braved it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Manny would recognize that it's very similar, if not the same Capadra. The rest of you would recognize that it is an ethereal, beautiful female figure who is very clearly not Maxarium Alcyphus.
What is this magic?
Oh, I think Manny called. Oh, it's my friend. And he'd come over. Or he's gonna. I think he would think it's her because it looks similar enough that you're saying.
She turns around. Oh, hello, Manny.
Oh, what are you doing here? And he sees, is she still bleeding too, or?
Yeah. Oh, just standing around getting my tendons cut.
Oh, he'd give her a potion of healing that he has. One this is my friend from the prawn dungeon.
Back in that three
It was
bell
just
town.
I
Three
hate
bells.
magic.
She's not a
Thank you.
witch.
Thank you very much, Matt. This is. Ouch. That cut stings.
Why'd you look like that guy?
And how'd you get here?
What
I
are
actually have a lot of questions.
before we get
Thank
to
you
these,
for.
what are the guards
thank-
doing?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
They're just sort of like kind of. They look bewildered.
Okay.
Do they look surprised as well as we do that he changed shape? I'll make a
Yes.
perception check. If you,
Absolutely. You don't need to make a
Okay.
perception check. Yes,
Okay.
they do. I suppose this is not going to be as effective. Guards, can you go? Will you go? And they look pretty confused. This person clearly like this person was the person they were following orders from and now isn't. And they're not really sure what to do. But they also no longer have their weapons. So they kind of join together and they're kind of like looking at one another, unsure of what to do.
I think Manny would turn and be like, "The man you were sworn to protect is clearly not here. I think you're relieved of your duty."
probably go find him.
Yeah.
That's how we want them.
Manny, can you make either persuasion or intimidation?
I will do an intimidation because I'm better at that.
Okay.
Oh, wish I had advantage, but 16.
Yeah, no, that works. Doesn't take them much for them to agree. They shuffle off down the stairs.
Yeah, they're definitely going to come back with a lot of friends, I
They
think.
conga line away.
Yeah, they might. So here's the thing, and she gestures over to this side of the room.
Sorry, I zoomed in too much. Which side?
There's a corpse.
Oh,
Oh,
it's been there the whole time.
Nope. Well, it was hidden. So I was on my own mission here. This sack of feces happened to kidnap several of the Capadra young. Sounds like Lanai, we are in very similar boats. And let's just say temper's got the better of me.
I'm sorry for slashing your leg. I feel kind of bad now.
clearly it got the better of us as well. I'm sure you understand now.
Yeah, I think actually we were pretty restrained comparatively.
One eye is just like yelling and trampling about because he isn't awake.
He's still raging.
In my defense, he was very easy to kill. So you said your name was Wanai?
Yes.
It sounds like you and I are in very similar circumstances here.
I'm sorry he stole your young. Do you know where he's keeping them?
I tried to interrogate him, but was a I don't know a better way to say. He was a feisty old man.
Damn it! And I'll start breaking sconces and throwing them on the rugs.
If they actually light on fire.
There. So I can only maintain his visage for maybe an hour at a time. I've pretty much been standing here waiting to figure out how to lose those guards, so thank you. I wish there was something I could do to help. It sounds like I think that only 3 of the Capadra young were stolen, but it sounds like a lot more of your people's young were taken when I
Have you searched this palace?
top to bottom.
No eggs?
None. No eggs, no young. There's not even a dungeon here. This is just a shitty palace.
But there is a secret passage. There's a secret passage that does lead to an actual dungeon. Manny actually looks over at the corpse and goes, "Hey, do you guys know how fresh a corpse needs to be for Speak with Dead to work?"
That's a 3rd level spell.
And but here's the thing: you don't need the whole body, right? Like just the skull. Because what if he like looks over? I mean, this is a little gruesome, but could we just take his head and find someone who could cast that, and we can ask him some questions?
Do we
When
know?
he dashes over and slices it off. Quick.
Are we-
Well, I'm asking. I'm like, is that a thing we could do? Like, do you need the
Well,
whole
before
body?
you do that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, actually.
We can then Birdie's him out. To be fair.
I do know that spell.
Well, he's compelled. Isn't he compelled to like be truthful? Like the dead don't really lie, right?
Annie, you sure know a lot about magic. Are
Actually,
you a witch?
You know, when you're like really afraid of something, so you try to learn everything you can about it. That's me and corpses.
actually, it is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer.
Ah, shit.
Oh, if
Okay.
you're hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Oh, well, it wouldn't recognize. It'd probably recognize some of us as enemy, or maybe all of us because he's racist.
Yeah, but Vera's real hot, and she could show.
Vera
him
is also
her-
disguised as a dryad.
She could show him her feet, and everything would be fine.
I think that we could bypass the whole enemies thing. You know, me killing him and you all being more demigod races, which I think that he's a little biased against. If we were able to somehow supercharge the spell or give it some sort of a boost, we could probably.
We've got masks.
It would require attunement. Or wait, do we
No.
also know what the new mask's major power is?
You don't.
Hmm.
No,
Yes, we
but
do have masks.
Masks, as in.
Manny can't present it. One of the masks of power, from
Yeah,
the
I don't know
gods.
Oh,
We have one from the name that I definitely remember.
Manny, who is this?
This is my friend. She's the Capadra from the prawn cave. You guys remember? She was cursed, and I helped get her, and she gave me, which I should have used, the Capadra's blessing to preserve some of my rage, and I didn't do.
Do you
hi,
you-
I'm Neve.
Neve.
Good to meet you all.
do you trust her?
Yeah, she's my friend. She was a good person. We helped her out, or that's why I helped her in the cave. She was stuck there.
Manny and I go way back.
Way back.
All the way to session 2.
Yeah. That 2 Bell Town.
Is the second session after the first? Is that the Ben ultimate session?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I'm not answering that.
Quinn will pull out the rabbit mask. The mask of Lagora.
Yeah, it's gonna sound a little bit corny. If we all hold hands, we could try to see what was on this asshole's brain before he met his untimely end.
I'm gonna stand between Manny and Quinn.
Let us arrange ourselves.
Before we do that, am I misremembering? Didn't the Capadra tell you a secret, or like?
She gave me a secret, a blessing.
But that it was unique to you that you didn't share. So
I don't. Yeah. So I think he was just like, yes. She gave me a power that when I am angry, when I'm raging, I can still it, but I don't lose it, if that makes sense.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. So it was. I just didn't know if it was something that we hadn't introduced yet, or whether.
No, I just
Neve
forgot
was
to
it?
use it.
Was that Neve? Was that your name?
Yes.
Can,
Give it-
can you
give
do
it a
that for me too?
You didn't save her, and you just cut her dead.
I apologize. That sounds great.
Unfortunately, it is a unique blessing. Would you like to?
I understand.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna put the mask on.
I'm gonna.
The mask.
I thought you had to put it on his head.
Here, let me bring the mask out front and center. I'm just gonna grab it from the other thing. I don't remember which one it is.
Legora, if that helps.
It doesn't, because I
That's
don't
the
remember
first one.
where in my huge amount of assets it is.
Ah,
That's why. There you are. So the mask, as I said last time, it fits very well over Quinn's face, and you can kind of see like these two almost like horn structures look like um, they fit right into and around the Harangon ears, where on most other heads it would be more like ornamental. And the eyes of the mask start to glow this pale blue light, and Neve starts to, with her free hand, make like a gesture to create the spell Speak with Dead. But it seems like in her casting, it kind of like the energy from the spell flows through the mask, and even those of you who are not necessarily magically adept, you can kind of tell like the spell is like distorting a little bit. And I'm gonna have everyone make an Arcana check, please. And I need to set a DC just to see how much detail you guys get.
Very good at that. Oh, 2 natural 20s at the -1.
Wow, I'm gonna use my silvery barbs to make you reroll one of those. Very good. Let me get to my notes section and I will describe. So what happens is there are um, the mask connects with the corpse laying on the ground, and it's sort of like an aura emanates from it, and when it connects with each of your heads, you all see the same flash of images. This is just like a series of glimpses of memories that are either particularly strong or particularly maybe recent. Just sort of like things that he may have thought about in his last moments, or in the recent past that had particular significance. And so the first thing that you see is a the first thing is that you're struck with this overwhelming feeling of celebration, and you feel like connected with Maxarium. You feel this intense sense of elation as you are standing at the at an altar on your wedding day, and you are being married to the love of your life, who is named Janara, and um, you're both probably in your like late teens, early 20s. Like you married very young, and is just one of the happiest days of your life, and you feel that with him.
Hmm.
And the next thing that you see is much more recent. You feel almost like a hot rage as you are standing on the deck of the airship that several of you visited recently, and um, the true emperor, um, Severin, is there standing opposite you, and you're in an argument. And you don't quite remember what the argument was about. You just remember this intense feeling of disagreement and the sort of um, like the frustration that you get when um, you're arguing with somebody and they won't let you make their point. They won't let you make your point properly, and so you just sort of feel that like almost debilitated like frustration of I know that I have something valid to say, and you just won't let me say it. And then it flashes to another vision where um, you're on a hillside. You're in the countryside of Nibelus, nearby, very near where you guys pass through on your way to the city. And you are visiting the grave of Janara. Uh, she passed away some number of years ago. Um, Even from the memory, it's hard to tell how long it was. But you are all just racked with this intense weight of grief that just washes over you and weighs you down. It makes you feel sluggish and makes it harder and harder um, to get through the day.
That's why we were so slow in the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's it. Nailed
The
it.
next flash you see is a similar disagreement as what you felt with the Emperor, but this time you almost like more than with the Emperor, you feel this sense of needing to like almost stick to a script, like you need to follow the rules super intensely. And the person you are arguing with is this very handsome male figure with um, some like almost like a blue face paint and this very immaculately done makeup, hair perfectly coiffed. This person uh, looks like someone that maybe Manny would recognize, but most of you would be completely unfamiliar with.
Oh, does he look like someone from like of a similar look of that one country that hates demigods?
No.
Okay. I had to review my
Uh,
5.
Yeah, you might recognize him just because these people are from the region that borders where you are from.
Hmm.
And the next flash that you get, you are racked again with the sense of grief. But this time it feels like whatever you had felt previously with the feelings of losing your wife um, almost feels compounded as um, you stand at the gates of Nibelus, hand to the door as you look out where you see in days recently your son was taken from you and you look out into um, the road leading up to Nibelus, and you see this tall stake where your son's killer was strung up, and you look up at this. It's been a couple of days, so it's now like this desiccated, sort of buzzard-ridden corpse of a minotaur, and you look at it with just this feeling of pure scorn.
Wait,
And
so our son's corpse was the Minotaur?
No, the killer of the sun.
The
is a
killer.
Minotaur.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And the last and final image that you see is this very clearly does not take place in Nibelus. You are standing in what feels like a desert, but the desert is made of it doesn't feel like sand, it feels like ash. It's this extremely strange crimson ash that's swirling all around you. And you are meeting with a pair of figures in robes, making upon reflection what feels almost like a comically like a dark deal. And you are shaking hands with a female with a hood up, and you nod to your man to the side. They pass over the parcel, and as the female figure nods, you catch a glimpse of the snakes that make up her hair. And you recall even saying to this figure, do what you want with them. I don't want them growing up here. And that is where the spell ends.
How was that parcel egg carton shaped? Slash
Hard to say.
Slash Capadre.
Just to say, how big are turtle eggs?
Yeah,
My-
Nick.
In my head, I was thinking like watermelon sized.
No, they're not that large. I mean, we start out small.
Like,
They're not that large.
Well, it just depends on how much they gestate. It's
Is
like
it- is it bigger than a-
ostrich? No, I'd say ostrich eggs at the largest.
I would agree.
like cantaloupe.
So, no, still smaller.
ostrich egg you can hold in your hand, but it's like a little bigger than a softball.
I would
Eight or
s-
9 inches tall. 8 or 9 inches tall.
Like a big, like a Fabergé egg.
a Fabergé egg. That's a very good description.
Like a cantaloupe.
Like a 16-ounce can of beer, but round. Does that help?
Yeah, like a cantaloupe. That's what size a cantaloupe
Cantaloupes are
is.
bigger than that, but
I
okay.
remember I remember when your mother birthed you, all 16 ounces.
Yeah, but no, yeah,
All
they're-
16 oblong ounces of you.
He was born a tall drink of water, if you ask me.
Wanai is weeping. 100%.
I
Yeah, there was a lot of emotion in this guy's memory.
yeah, Manny's kind of upset seeing the Minotaur. He goes, why would a Minotaur do that?
Wanai is also kind of looking sidelong at Vera.
He's gonna cut her Achilles tendon. Where it is.
She like snaps at when I says, we may look the same, but I don't know.
Oh no, it's cutting out.
I'm so
Uh-oh,
sad
yeah.
it
Let's
cut
say
out a
that
little
one more
bit.
time.
We may look the same, but we're not the same. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, Manny scratches his head and he looks at is it Neem or Neve?
Neve with a V.
Neve. The V. Neve, did you see
Sound like a
anything
V.
there about the Capadra? I didn't see anything. Unless they were in that part. What are Capadra young like?
They're like smaller versions of me.
Okay, well, it's
I
not a weird question in a fantasy world.
no, it's not. I looked around when I tried to do this myself. In that particular memory, I think that the Capadra Young were with him at that exchange. He may not have been focusing on them, but I was able to glean that they were passed along with that parcel, which, when I think, did contain your people's eggs.
I really want to be mad at him, but doesn't seem like this was his choice.
I don't know. He stole.
Well,
seems to
I'm-
steal people's young
I'm
and
Furious at him because it seemed like it was 100% his choice.
yeah. You'd think that a person who lost their child would rather than grow from it, has chosen to inflict that pain on people from a purely racist lens. So pretty fucked up still.
I knew we would agree on this, Manny. So I don't know what your team's plan is, but I was instructed to
We're
come
collecting
here.
companions if you want to join our merry band.
I tend to work better as a solo operator, but I have no doubt that we will cross paths in the future. Maybe, and she looks over at when a little bit more gently next time.
Yeah, we
We
need
should have a
I
sign.
apologize.
we
yeah.
need some kind of code word.
Give me a wink next time, maybe.
Oh, that could get real weird. Every time someone winks at you. Yeah, but let's say we probably would know some sort, because we've done all these like kind of like cons and stuff, right? So we'd have like a sign, like show, like, if you do this hand gesture, we'll know it's you.
Some
Sure.
dap or something. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do the high sign.
Yeah, that's the high sign. Scratching chin. Yeah, but Manny understands, and Manny would actually kind of sheepishly try to hug her. If that's weird.
No, she'll
Okay.
give you a hug. Absolutely.
And he's like, "Be safe, friend."
And you as well. And when I am truly sorry that I don't have the answers for you. But
It's not your fault.
if there's anything I can do to help, do let me know. I did see the wanted posters for you, and she gestures to Vera. I think that you are going to have a tough time getting out of the city.
Actually, Vera looks like a dryad, if you recall.
Yeah, yeah. I was
still?
gonna say, Vera.
Yeah, never took it
Yeah.
off. Why not?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so she turns to Vera and says, "Who are you?" No, she, yeah. Vera says,
Quinn,
"Noted. I have a feeling, given what we've been involved with so far in our stay here, we probably none of us are welcome for much. Probably.
At this point, the
Right.
guards have all seen us.
Yeah, we got to get out of
Sure.
town. I guess we go to
Uh,
Erebus next. I mean, that's where your people are from, right, Vera? I'm looking at the map now. If it was other Gorgons, then we'd probably want to go to the Gorgon Kingdom.
Well, we need to get back to the pair of fools,
Yeah.
and we need to collect the boy, and we need to talk to Iron Shell.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems
do we-
like you have your path set. I do have one blessing I can bestow. I think it would only be useful to, and she points to Vera, whose name she does not know. To you.
Why? Because I'm a dryad.
No, because you
My snakes are like coming out of the
Your
dryad,
vines
like,
are moving.
Yeah, it's starting to
Yeah.
break. The costume's starting to break.
Yeah, like little pieces of shipping.
Quinn is like desperately trying to touch it up because he doesn't want it. It's like a source of pride for him.
No, because I'm
Yeah,
incredibly perceptive, and I think I know what you could use.
I welcome any assistance that another extremely good-looking and powerful being bestow upon another.
Very well. Do you? I suppose you weren't there. You don't recall how I bestowed Manny's blessing, do you?
Nope. Surprise me.
Michael, do you remember?
You have to drink from her head, right?
Why does everything she says sound so sexual?
Yeah, I don't.
You think you have to drink from her head?
That does sound like
Sounds weird,
vaguely
but-
familiar.
He had to return the water to her head.
That
Yeah.
was it.
Mm.
Right, and then she gave, yeah, and then she just blessed. I don't think we got into how like there was a specific bless, like or way that she blessed him. I don't think we returned it, and then that's when she did it. But I don't think we got into how she bestowed it.
I could have sworn we did.
Maybe we did. I'm trying to look back. It
Was that 2?
would have been 3 because it was like near the end.
Yeah, you're
Vera like busts out 2 crazy straws and is like, "Okay, are we doing this thing or what's
Padra, hole in the head.
Yeah, we found the water in the evil, the BBG's lair.
Yeah, I don't think we wrote it down, unfortunately.
If I'm not mistaken, she gave you a kiss.
That sounds good. That sounds better than drinking her head water.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest, I was
Well,
kind of just hoping that would be the answer.
You have to drink from my head hole.
That's just kissing."
No, not that one.
That's just kissing, drinking from the head hole. Ugh.
so many holes.
Vera like flattened her snake hair and like gathers it around one shoulder out of the way. And I'm ready.
Yeah, actually, so we wrote that you whispered something in Manny's ear. That's all we had written. No kissing. But sorry.
Really? I thought that happened.
Only in your dreams, Anthony.
No, I think I'm genuinely misremembering.
Sure.
It's a nice touch.
Well, if Manny doesn't remember, that's what she's going to say it was.
Yeah.
Cool.
She just wants to
And
give
she just
Vera a
wants to
kiss.
close the era. I know what's up with this. People going after my feet this entire campaign. Or kiss out of me. I see y'all a mile away.
Yeah, so she approaches you, leans in, and gives you a big old kiss on the lips.
One eye takes a picture.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, Vera's snake kind of like shake giddily as blessing. And says,
She's
"Funny, I feel good."
Oh, go ahead.
Vera says, "Funny, I feel different, but that's how I'm supposed to."
Neve smirks and she says, "Yeah, that was nice." Anyway, and she unhooks her necklace and gives it to you.
Got him. Got her.
Vera takes it. Yeah.
The necklace functions as an armor of Agathis and
that's
sets
pretty good.
your AC to 16.
Hell yeah.
Or sorry, sets your AC to a minimum 16.
Is there a plus bonus?
Do you have to cast it? Or is it constant?
He doesn't have to cast it. It's a constant armor.
Do you
of
also
Agathis.
mean do you mean mage armor?
No, armor of Agath. It's the warlock thing.
What?
Or
Armor of
is-
Agathis lets you cast mage armor. Doesn't it?
Actually gives you 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah, it's actually very different.
If a creature hits you with a melee
Then
attack,
it's mage armor.
Amulet of Age Armor.
Fucking
mage armor.
warlocks. Hang on. It's gonna set your AC to 16. I think that is mage armor. You're right.
No, I thought warlocks had.
Warlocks get armor of Agathis, and it is that, but it's just different. Mage armor itself, yeah. What it does is it becomes 13 plus your dex modifier. That's what it does. Armor of Agathis is slightly different.
Mage armor.
I thought mage armor was just a +4.
No, it sets your base to 13.
Ah,
I think it might have been different in older versions, but yeah, in the current one is the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dex modifier.
yep, 13 plus dex. There's a different thing that gives you plus.
Shield.
Oh, the shield spell.
Yeah, I think shield is +4.
Shield, yeah.
Or picking up a shield.
That's only +1.
Vera, your dex is only +1?
Yeah, but my AC.
How about there's tattoos? There's tattoos that give you AC. Barrier tattoos.
It doesn't matter. This gives him an AC of 16 is what
There
it
it
does.
is. Yep.
There you go.
There it is.
That's fine. It's just because you called out Agathis. That's why I was just like,
I
don't think
thought
it does.
I thought it was one thing, and then I thought it was the other, and it turns out it's just
Can it be called armor of his patron? Whatever his patron's name is.
you know what I think it is I think that it's mage armor, but the 13th age rules.
Warlock armor.
That's what you're thinking? Okay.
Yep, I'm thinking 13th
Yeah.
age rules. Um,
15th mage.
yeah. So what this looks like is it's actually very simple. It honestly looks like a shell on a necklace. Very much like
Nice shell.
if you've seen The Little Mermaid, it looks a lot like Ursula's necklace.
Oh.
It's just a little golden shell on a black cord.
I hear a 16-year-old's voice in there.
I think Hebria says, "Thank you, and for the next."
Mm-hmm.
You keep cutting out when
Speaking
you're
of the
doing
mic,
Vera's voice.
It's because he's being
Thank
quiet and it's the noise gate. It's probably fine on
And
the stream.
And for the necklace as well.
Michael, it's not because I can't hear him.
Yeah, then it's the noise gate's got him.
Mm-hmm.
Vera thanks the
what's-
Capadra and
Yeah.
for the necklace as well.
Yeah. Yes. 3 times the charm. Well, I'm not sure what your plans are on getting out of here, but
I don't think we
like
can pose
to-
as rug
We could
workmen
try,
anymore.
Manny, we've done this before. We're
Yeah, but-
practiced.
He goes, "Why? We just let 4 guards go who saw us transform with the kind of like let's be real. Actually, this is a window. What's out this window?
It's time to bring back Bill and Phil. What were their names?
It was
Doesn't
Bill
matter.
and Jerry, but I really like they'll have told the other guards. What's out this window though, Anthony? Is it big enough for us to like break out and run across the rooftops?
We just open
Yes.
it and leave.
There would be more like there's more. Let's see if it's outside of the visible area. Can you see my ruler?
I see the ruler.
Only
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
I see
20
the
feet.
whole ruler.
Okay, yeah. So the rest of the hall extends another 30-40 feet. So there is roof outside of the window. So if you were to get out of the window, there is roof to stand on.
Can I check to see if the magistrate had any valuables on him?
Sure.
His corpse.
Yep.
The adventurer away.
I would like to loot his corpse.
Yeah, he had very ornate robes, which do appear to have a significant stab wound near where his heart is, and a generous caking of blood around that stab wound, rendering the robes probably worthless. On his person, he had an ornate nobleman's belt, a signet ring on his one of his fingers, He had a circlet made of platinum that was
Oh,
probably
shit.
worth about 300 gold. And then pockets were empty because he was home.
Can I
Taking it all.
can I take the signet ring?
Yeah, I don't care.
It's for his collection.
That's a really nice
Uh,
belt.
No, I mean I don't want the platinum circlet for my own. It's I'm just making sure we dot all our I's.
I think it would look really good with your complexion, but that's up to you.
I appreciate it.
What house is this again? Is he?
Cyphus. Scyphus.
SEYPHUS.
SCY.
SCY. Okay,
Before we
that's it.
Can I-
Quince.
party.
You are cutting out so
Yeah.
much, Greg.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Before we leave, can I ask the party members if anybody has particularly good history or, I mean, I guess history, the right check for what I'm trying to do.
Greg,
wrote it
can
all
you
down, Michael.
can you go
Yeah,
into your
Greg-
settings and turn down
Yeah.
your noise gate?
I think it's
just-
yeah, or just talk louder. It's just it's
Greg, it
it's,
sounds like you're.
yeah, that's what it is.
Mm.
So if you change it's the input sensitivity, if you just set it to manual and just turn it lower.
Nick, that was a good approximation.
Thank
Bless
you.
I said somehow it was only the important words. the thes and us and everything come through
Yeah.
crystal.
Okay, I
Yeah.
turned input sensitivity down. Is that better?
That's much better.
You
Yes.
sound fine to
Mhm.
me. Yep.
Good. Okay, sorry about that. What I was going to say is, does anybody have good history?
Yeah,
As
I do.
like a-
I have fine history.
Okay.
Pretty sure
Can I
Quintilian
ask-
has fine everything now.
Correct.
Yeah, it's jack of all trades.
Can you check if we would know where that ash sand is
Oh, sure.
as a location?
Yeah, before we forget. Yep, that's a good idea.
I could do a nature check on that too if that would be
Same.
helpful.
Either
Yeah.
or. I don't
Or
have particularly
both.
good either because I don't have high intelligence. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, 16 on nature.
17 on history.
Yeah, so I think through them, she's asking like, would we know what this region would be, or like
Yeah.
where
A
that ash could
16
be
on
found?
nature, 17 in history, and a 20 in survival would all yield the same result is yes, you would know that is unmistakably the land of Karkarum,
Ooh.
which is
Karkarum.
frequently known as the Red Waste.
Okay.
Karkarum.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, so knowing this and looking at the world map, I think Vera says to the group, now, I don't think just because there was a Gorgon in the vision that my homeland is where we should go. If anything, I think Karkarum and trying to figure out more about this exchange is probably the best option, and it's on the way to my homeland. So if we decide that is the destination afterwards, we can go there. But I feel we must stop by the Red Waste.
I wasn't wrong. Like Erebus is where the Gorgons are from, right?
Yes, that's where
Yes,
that is
my
the
island is
Republic
off
of Witches.
the coast.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought, but I realized I just kind of looked
Yep,
right
it's
past Karkarum, and I was like, oh, okay.
But I think at that she says, but we can plan that not in this palace, and edges towards the window to leave.
Yeah, I'd love to get back to the inn.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I am good with you guys getting out of the palace. That's fine. I'll bring you back to the city map. once I find it in all of my damn.
Actually, besides you guys, before they got, it's like, hey, do you think we should take the body so they don't know he's dead?
I think they're gonna figure it out.
I was gonna say, it might be hard to. I know we can carry a lot of things without being seen.
There
But
was
a
4
whole
guards
lot.
that saw this.
But well, they didn't. They never saw the dead body. That's the
I
thing.
thought they did.
No, we didn't
You-
see
you
the
don't-
dead body until
You
they
don't-
left.
You don't know if they saw it or not.
Okay,
Got it.
never mind. It's not a good use of time. All right.
I'll just write a letter from his house saying that he went on vacation. I'll
With a
back,
signature.
I'll back it up with a
Extended
signet from House Akron.
Ooh.
Cyphus, yeah.
I have
Cyphus.
both. I have both.
Oh,
That's why I said.
there you go.
The giant
Okay,
wanted
so-
poster still there. I love it.
Those things are still up, and your disguise is faltering. So you are here at the palace. This is the two fools, pair of fools.
Do we want to do this tonight or
Well, do you think we can get back easily, Anthony, or how do you want us to roll for
are there
this?
complications? Yeah.
Why don't you guys make a group stealth check? Let me set a high DC.
Uh-oh.
Can we take our time and get advantage? I'm
Sure.
being serious.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. 17.
Everyone roll stealth, right?
Oh,
16, 20, 15. We're good. We're pretty good. That's pretty good.
You're clunking around in all that tree bark.
I know. I have to strip my bark away so that I can move freely. And there's a metaphor in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I need to.
You rolled 420 too. Nice.
hell yeah. That's the
Nice.
real crit.
A little crit.
Hell yeah! I roll 420, and Joe rolled 16-8. Fucking sick.
So
Just like the
close.
lowest roll I had all night. I think is a 9.
With that combined stealth roll, you are able to make it to the pair of fools unaccosted. And that'll bring you there.
Hey, the little animal.
Snips. You're alive.
Yeah, okay. I moved a lot of
Returned
these
by
to-
a friendly citizen. Yeah.
Yes. As you enter the doors, Snips runs up to Manny and greets him with a series of licks.
Oh, he looks him back.
The giant tongue that covers his entire body.
Yeah, you are here. I think that as you enter, bring these guys back to young Severin and Pelor Ironshell come down from the rooms upstairs, greet you. How was the adventure, the delve? Were you successful?
We found some things out, yes. We have clues. We did not find the eggs, but we have a trail to follow.
Good.
How's Sevi?
He is a handful.
Oh, Sev, you giving Pelor a tough time?
Sevi just sort of smiles.
Pelor, I think it's gonna get really nasty around here. I think we'd probably like maybe out of earshot of Sevi say that like Maxarium has died. Like, right? Does anyone have a problem with sharing that with Pelor?
No, not
But
at
that's
all.
also
Nope.
also it's like, and as you know, he was extremely prejudiced against demigods, and so I think it's a good idea for us and our other turtle friends upstairs if we get out of town as quick as possible.
Also, I was seen by guards threatening him.
Yes. Hindsight, not a great look.
Not a good look.
He deserved
Technically,
it.
technically, the guards also saw you not threatening him.
I would do it again.
what do you propose as our next plan of action? What about he gestures to or he nods his head to the boy.
I mean, he's probably gonna have to come with us, right? Beasts.
Well, we're already going to be hunted, so we might as well have someone who knows a bit about the Empire, right?
Well,
Pelor would.
and we're leaving the Empire right now, so.
That's true, but I mean, having knowledge of the people who are pursuing us as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we did save the Emperor.
Yeah, and also kidnapped the Emperor.
I actually
It's like-
I actually don't know if Wanai and Manny know that. It's just like
oh no, he was like
a
what?
big reveal.
I think he goes, Quinn. So if he's not the Emperor, he just thinks he's the Emperor.
Yeah, it just looks
I
like
am the Emperor.
Quinn leans over. He's like, "I'm talking about the real one."
Okay, I guess
Uh,
here's the thing, Sevi. You have agency. Would you want to come with us, Pelor? You as well. Would you want to come with us? Hunt down these eggs.
Oh,
or at least out of the Empire.
Or do you, if you need to help the other turtles escape, we'd understand.
my place is here to help the others escape, but I will leave this young one in your care. He makes his own decisions, as he has made it abundantly clear. Where are you going?
South.
Karkarum, or the Red Wastes.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Do you think you're sand-proof? Like, ice them up and down.
Yeah.
Like, is that gonna get in some gears? Just want to make sure.
We need to bring some extra
It-
oil.
He
Yeah.
looks you up and down. Do you think you're sandproof?
Yes,
Got him.
it's never been a problem. I've
I
a lot worse
Quinn-
things than sand have tried to get through me.
Quinn
Well,
is gonna
luckily
hand.
for us.
Quinn's gonna hand him the Great Sword of Valor. You know how to use one of these, don't you? It's
You're
just like,
handing it to.
The Sevi.
yeah, it's like as big as him.
It's
Yeah.
probably two of him.
No, not yet. No.
I could train you. He's got it. Shows him the honor one.
We will teach you.
Luckily for both of us, though, the red waste is not composed of sand, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
It's ash. It's
Oh,
already
yeah.
established.
We're pretty bad at geology and whatnot. Sorry.
How do we go about this then?
He turns to Quinn. Quinn, you have friends. Can they smuggle us out of the city?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because who's was it Kiara?
Yeah, I think they're
Still in
gone
town?
though. I think like her and
I assumed that.
Can't you use your thieves connections and alert them somehow that we could use some help?
Why
I
don't we
don't-
just
I
take
don't
an
know.
airship? Why don't we just
Yeah,
take my airship?
He looks at all. I feel like all of them look at Sevi.
Yeah, at the same time. Your airship?
Yeah.
Oh, Sevi. Well, wait. You guys all left your airship, right? You saw that? You were there, Sevi, right? Oh no, you were in a bag, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he was in a bag.
Did it crash into the?
I think it did crash.
Yeah, Sevi. I think it's under maintenance right now. Unfortunately.
Well, then certainly the shipyard will have a spare. The Emperor must be able to move throughout his empire.
I like
Yes.
this plan.
Don't you
Let's-
also? that is a good plan, but wouldn't walking amongst the people also be a good lesson for an emperor?
Nope, I like this plan.
All right, we're stealing an airship. Let's do it.
No, not
Yeah.
stealing. It's his.
Well, yes. Aggressively
All-
checking one out.
They're all his.
Okay. I think that's a great plan. Do we want to?
Yeah.
We are
we'll-
renting
we'll-
an airship
We'll call it
as
there.
is our due.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Joe returns from wherever
Do you wanna
Joe
let-
is.
Do you want to let Pelor go?
Yeah.
We did.
What do you mean?
He
Did
can
he
go.
just go
Oh.
already?
He's
or-
dismissed.
He decided he was going to remain and help the.
Yeah, right. I mean, stay here in the city, but like depart from the the conversation, the scene, because I would like to say goodbye and thank him and let him know.
Nick, I already moved him to the GM layer.
Fine.
No, we've got time. You can give your goodbyes here. Bring him back.
Mr. Sir, Mr. Ironshell,
Yes, young one. What is it?
I'll get them back. I promise. You have my vow.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, and he touches his forehead to yours, and he says, "I know you will."
That's it. That's all I wanted
Thanks.
to do.
Best of luck, all of you, especially with him. I'll take my leave.
Bye, Pillar. All right. Let's take an airship.
And with that, we will end the session.
Gosh, can we get like a rallying cry for the beasts of burden? We got to figure one of those out.
Beast on 3. 1, 2, beast.
Beasts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Beasts.
I don't condone this. That's all.
Oh, come up with something better, Vera. Jeez.
It's like one of the things where all of our hands go in, and the last hand to go in is not Vera's, but rather Snip's little tiny paw.
Are we still rolling, or
Um,
is this, are
we
we
are,
in
yeah.
Midwest goodbying right now?
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Like and subscribe.
Thanks
Check
for
out our
watching.
socials. Thanks for watching.